Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here and welcome to BMTV. Today I'm really excited to tell you about our first manufacturer interview. We're joined today by Jim Young from Amscan. So, hello Jim.
Hello Greg.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. Right, Amscan. Big company, we know that. Can you tell us a little bit about Amscan?
Yeah, certainly. Well, Amscan was founded in 1947 by a Danish chap that moved over to the US and started importing sort of paper garlands and that kind of thing. And then interestingly, that's where Amscan get its name. It's America, Scandinavia. So that's how Amscan get its name. But there's a huge Amscan family. We have companies like Anagram, Yota Pinata in Mexico, Party City Retailer in the US, and then other recent acquisitions like Christie's, Dress Up and Rietmüller in Germany.
You mentioned Anagram there. Anagram's obviously what we see on the balloons. Explain to me the relationship with Anagram and Amscan.
We're all part of the same family, all the same business, except in the US, they're in two separate locations. We have Anagram in Minneapolis and we have Amscan in New York, and the two operations run slightly differently. But here in the UK, based in Milton Keynes, where it's all under one roof, we see both brands running side by side, and the only differentiation is the type of product.
Tell us a little bit more about how you fit into the organisation, what it is you do.
Essentially, I'm responsible for anything that's designed, plus anything that's communicated. So that can be through catalogues, sell sheets, our website, editorial in the trade press, interviews here today. Okay. Yeah, so any sort of design and communication across the Amscan group in the UK falls under my remit.
Okay, now, could be slightly controversial. We see Amscan, Anagram products everywhere, including in supermarkets.
Yes.
And I know some people are a bit upset because they feel they're competing with supermarkets. What do you think retailers could do to help compete with supermarkets? Independent
retailers can offer choice. You know, that they can stock far more product. You know, someone like a supermarket might only be giving up a few bays and then expect that product to work hard. Yeah. But a retailer can offer a whole store's worth of product. But I think their real ace card is sort of through service and advice. You know, they can talk to the customer, they can talk to them about their occasion or event, what sort of product. You know, perhaps do a bit of upselling at the same time. Yeah. And then creating things like bloom bouquets and things like this, and decorating solutions. And we try and support them through that process through training. So we have our training on site in our Milton Keynes showroom. Mm-hmm. So where Chris Horn will give tuition from anywhere from beginners to advanced. And also we're just working on some balloon training videos now at the moment, so on how to build bouquets and such forth, that will provide as online content.
Yeah, that's fantastic. We had Chris come down and do a training course here a couple of years ago, and there was a couple of people that turned up and they described themselves as Chris's groupies. So he has people that follow him around the country to his training courses.
Yeah, I've known Chris for a
so
long
no,
time.
it was great. It was great. What sort of changes have you seen in the industry recently?
That's a good question. In the last, a couple of years ago we had the helium shortage, which actually shook things up a little. Retailers had an appetite obviously to find products that were using less helium, so we have things like Airwalkers. He's helium filled at the moment, so he floats around, but he can be filled with air. We have other products like our inflator fun, which just a retail item off the shelf, take them out of the packet and blow them up. With modern technology, we see like hot licenses change so quickly now. So it's just trying to keep up with the latest trends when it comes to licensing.
So Jim, you mentioned licensing there, and I know that's a term that some people don't really understand. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that means and how it works?
Yeah, of course. Well, a licensed product is anything that we take that we would have to pay a license to sell. So we will pay a royalty for every product that we sell to a licensor. But in layman's terms, really, it's anything that's a TV character, a movie, even a video game.
All right, okay. So Disney and that sort of
exactly.
thing, that's a licensed product.
Anything character that consumers are already familiar with.
Yeah.
The thing about licensing is it's a very fast-moving part of the industry. I mean, it can take us up to 9 months to get the product on shelves from actually acquiring the license.
All right.
And then we would expect that range to work for 2 years or more. So that's the difficulty in licensing really, is how fast it's moving. We just take something like One Direction, for example. 1 minute it's the hottest property, next minute it's gone. But then, it's having your eggs in the right basket really.
I think you guys timed that quite well though, didn't you, with One Direction? I don't know if somebody knew somebody in the band or something like that, but I got the impression that you timed it quite well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, something like One Direction is always a risk. The best licenses that are probably going to work harder for you over an extended period of time are what we'd call evergreen licenses. So something like Thomas or Scooby, Mickey Mouse, those are the ones that are always going to be there. But then every now and again something catches the whole industry by surprise. I mean, take Frozen for example.
Yeah, absolutely.
We weren't the only industry that didn't have product ready in time. It was completely across a whole market. Licenses like Paw Patrol, where everyone's falling over themselves at the moment to try and get product onto the market because we've heard really good things about it and what it's doing, and we're excited to launch our party in balloons.
Yeah, we've got the balloons in. I don't think we've got the party supplies in, so hopefully we'll be getting those in. They're getting those in very soon.
Glad to hear it.
So what are your favourite products?
Another good question. For the balloon side, I have to say Airwalkers. Been in the industry a long time now. I've seen balloons change from putting in sound chips to have singer tunes like an Elsa actually somewhere. We've got Elsa there.
Shall I play it?
Yeah,
Shall
why
I?
not? There we go.
Very nice.
Don't let that balloon go, by the way. and party wear. Being a child of the 80s, I have to say it's the 80s glasses, Greg. In fact, I'm going to get them out. So this actually is part of our decades theme range. We have everything from 60s, 70s, 80s, and I love these. Oh
yeah. Should we carry on with the interview with these? I think that'd be a bit distracting. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's great, aren't they? They're very nice. Very cool.
Put them there.
So we talked about the products there. Tell me about what the best-selling products are for you.
Best-selling products, well, first of all, it's hot licenses, while we're on the licensing subject. So this year it's been obviously Minions, it's been Frozen, but one of our longest standing bestsellers is actually Peppa Pig, certainly in balloons.
260A balloons, they are modelling balloons.
Yes.
Most people obviously use the 260Q Qualitex ones. These are just about to come into the UK, if I'm right.
They're available now.
Okay, they're available now. I know you're not a balloon modeler or a balloon decorator, but tell us what people have said to you so far about these balloons.
Well, Greg, you're absolutely right. I'm not a decorator or a balloon modeler, but what I can tell you is the feedback we've had from balloon modelers. First of all, this is the 260A. It's actually slightly longer than other balloons on the market. It's made from a stronger latex, so it's less prone to bursting, which is great for beginners because it's less volatile, and even advanced decorators, because they can build more complex creations. I'm told that it's much silkier and smoother. I've known balloon decorators to use these at an event for 2 or 3 days, and their hands are still perfect as the day they arrived. And being a thicker latex, the colours have a lot more contrast, and they stay up a lot longer as well. We've had some in our showroom up for sort of over 3 weeks that still look great, and which is great news for decorators. They don't have to do everything on the morning.
Okay, well, we're going to have to do a side-by-side test, I think, at some point with 260Qs and 260As, and I look forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah, it should be exciting. So what have we got in the near future? What exciting things have we got to look forward to?
Well, we're currently working on Paw Patrol. So that's exciting. We have Star Wars at the end of the year. That's in cinemas on the 18th of December.
So we've met R2 already.
We have R2-D2 here.
Can you tell us a little bit? Have you got any inside information about Star Wars?
Well, yes. Well, I'll start with R2-D2. It's part of a range of 8 or 9 balloons that we have. Now, these are part of the classic style guide. We are developing product from the new Episode 7 style guide, but we're not allowed to share any images, any descriptions of any of that.
Oh, come on.
Until the embargo is lifted on the 4th of September. Not even I have seen them.
Oh, so you can't give us any... Oh,
absolutely not. There's only 3 or 4 people in our entire organisation that have seen the elements from the new movie, the new characters, what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
They've signed NDAs, so they can't share. And unfortunately, I haven't even seen it. So yeah. I'm just excited to see what Episode 7 is going to look like.
So that's happening in September?
September the 4th, the embargo lifts, and it's not just Amscan, it will be a whole industry releasing their products around that time.
Oh, that is exciting, because I really enjoy Star Wars. I got far too excited about R2 when I saw him, so that's great news.
You've got, I can definitely tell you've got a Stormtrooper to look forward to.
Oh, fantastic.
He's 6 foot tall. Then we've got Chewbacca, we've got the Darth Vader super shape, so we've already got an established range for just like yourself, a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, very excited, very excited. So that's in September. Excellent. Okay, right now, want to find out a couple of insightful things about you.
Oh, crikey.
All right, so here goes. These are big questions. They're really important. If you were to have a dream dinner party, what guests would you have?
That's a really good question.
Well, thank you.
And I'm gonna, I know it might be a bit of a cop-out, but I'm gonna have to say my granddad.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was born in 1900. I was 2 years old when he died, and I never got to meet him, so I'd have so many questions for him, actually. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, sorry, no celebrity or rock star. My granddad.
So it'd just be you and your granddad.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fantastic. Now another one. What is, people want to know this, your favourite chocolate bar?
Crunchy, because it gives you that Friday feeling.
Very good, very good. And the last insightful question. You're on a desert island. Now you've got 3 non-essential things you can take. What 3 things would they be?
Okay, a photo of my loved ones, and then I would have to say a notebook or a sketchbook and a pencil, because I haven't had time to do the sketches for probably 15 or more years, so I'm sure I'd have plenty of time on a desert island to do some sketching.
Yeah. So is that how you started? You started being, you said you were a designer to start with, so you were actually
a fine artist.
Fantastic.
I got into graphic design by accident.
Yeah. You'll have to show us some of your work in the future.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, you have to come back. You have to come back and see us. Okay, Jim, thanks very much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we will be able to see you again at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
always be pleased to come and have a chat.
Yeah, I hope everybody's found that insightful. That's it for this week. I'll see you next week. Bye.
I have been tipped. This is a hot tip. That this is going to be the biggest license of 2016. And obviously at the moment we've got the likes of Star Wars coming in and Jurassic Park and stuff, and those are going to be sort of big this year.